Nigeria is a failed state. Nigeria is a failed nation. Nigeria is a failed state.
There's no hope for the common man again. There is no hope. There is no hope. There is no hope. We are finished.
I deny to be a Nigerian. Nigeria has failed its own people. The law also has failed.
I am saddled with the responsibility to carry out legislative duties here in this hallowed chamber at the behest of the people of Aba North and Aba South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, we are on the edge of a precipice. Nigeria, my country, the giant of Africa. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. A country that is not able to protect its citizens, a country that generals are assassinated and everybody moves on. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. Mr. Speaker, I watched very keenly the environment of the school where the young ladies were kidnapped. An imagery that was literally posted by every social media outlet and every news outlet all over the world. No child in Nigeria should be subjected to learning in that kind of environment. Nigeria, my country, the giant of Africa. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. Mr. Speaker, I have listened punctiliously to the submission of my honorable colleagues, both here in the green chamber and in the red chamber. Nobody has yet acknowledged that Nigeria is at war. But I can tell you definitively, unequivocally and emphatically that this country is under siege. A country with a landmass of 923.7 million kilometers landmass. The most effective way to invade this country is to infiltrate our forests, is to demoralize us economically, is to demoralize us psychologically, is to invade and infiltrate our military, because I have heard countless times that repentant terrorists are conscripted into our military. That is what we call war strategy. And for those that have not asked, why is it that before these attacks take place, why do they always, our military always receive a call to retreat?
Mascot, 10 seconds,
no,
10 seconds.
We've not done up to 3 minutes, sir.
10 seconds.
We've not done up to 3 minutes, sir. Please allow me to do 3 minutes. This is a national
Please check
security
your time.
issue.
Check your time. Up. Look up.
Let us speak concerning the solution. You see, during the Second World War, allow me to speak. Other people said I should speak.
Time
Other
up,
people
please.
said I should. We are at war. We must
Time
make
up.
references based
Honorable
on
Mascot,
historical
time
accounts.
up. Time up. Honorable Mascot.
Listen, solution, please.
Time
During the
up.
Second
Honorable
World
Mascot.
War, the Allied nations came together to defeat the Nazi.
You are not speaking. He's speaking in tongues now.
Let me say this.
Time up, please.
We have allies in this country. Let us not be ashamed to reach out to our brothers to come and help us tackle this menace that has existed for 16 years. We are at what? War. Let me be clear. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
The one is watching you. The one is watching you. You are young. Estão moving. We are going President in danger.
Let you be aware that Nigeria is not Vietnam.
Tell him.
Nigeria is not Afghanistan.
Exactly.
Nigeria is not Iraq. Nigeria is not Iran. Nigeria is not Venezuela.
No.
If you attempt to encourage and make aggression and send your armed forces to Nigeria to wage war, it's an unscrupulousness. But be aware that our mosquitoes, they are waiting for your soldiers to bite them and infect them with malaria fever to die instantly.
Just like our brother Nnamdi Kanu, do you know the only thing that will bring everlasting peace to this Nigeria is what? Let the country divide, let Igbos go. And that has been the mission, that has been the message of Nnamdi Kanu. A country where injustice, nepotism, tribalism is the order of the day. Inhumanity of man to man. Cruel judgment against a leader. I saw his picture where he was crying. Was not because of what? The incarceration, nor the judgment. I know that he might be saying to himself, where are my brothers Igbos? That may be the reason for that tears. If he will believe in this Federal Republic of Nigeria. Judgment came. The cry of pain. The cry of rejection. The cry of Igbos, where are you? That is the country in which we are. And that is the attitude of every average Igbo man. Don't trust anybody. Selfishness. I want to be on top. Let me sell my brothers. I'm not going to do anything. When some of them are running to Aso Rock for the renewal of their oil license, how can they stand and demand for the release of Nnamdi? Politics is playing off here. While some people are called to negotiation, even on the table of negotiation, they had their gun. They were still carrying their gun for that negotiation. Federal government negotiating with terrorists. Unknown gunmen. Known terrorists. But this one is demanding for justice. It's demanding for equity. Demanding for what? Inclusive government. Where average Igbo man will have a position and have a say in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You to know that I used to say it all the time. The only friend you have that will not betray you is who?
In the absence of the truth. And I will tell you, listen and listen good, my brother. Gumi is talking and is ranting because of the country that he found himself. And he found himself in a country that is not working, a terrorist nation. That is why, he being a terrorist, is still having mouth to speak. A country like Saudi Arabia, can Gumi stand there and speak? Remember, there was a time he tried to travel to Saudi Arabia. They rejected him and they turned him down. They returned him back to sender. And it's because Nigeria is a terrorist nation. That is why they allow a terrorist to be making money. Not he's talking about going to meet Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi Kanu should drop agitation, he will negotiate for his peace. Who know you? Gumi? What is the meaning of Gumi?
Do you not think because
I beg you get lost? Excuse me,
it's from the because you know it's from the Fulanis
lineage.
So they have the
it's because what I said is what I said. I've not changed from what I said. It's because it's a Fulani and because it's Nigeria is a terrorist nation as Fulanis are terrorists.
on a peaceful protest.
You understand? So that is why, because they have been the one terrorizing this country, making people not to have peace. The Fulanis. That is why Gumi have mouth to talk. If Nigeria is a working nation, can Gumi be talking? Gumi is supposed to be behind Kuje prison. Yes. For backing and for supporting terrorism. Yes. In a norm, it doesn't supposed to even talk. See, let me tell you this. I said in one of the stations the other time, I said, come. A country like America, can somebody like Gumi go there and negotiate with terrorists, with bandits, and go free, and still have mouth to talk again? So if you say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should drop agitation just the way Rap was Rike drop and the other one, Asari Dokuba. Have Asari Dokuba ever fight for freedom? It means that he doesn't have sense. Asari Dokuba has never for one day fight for what? For freedom.
The people are in mass.
It was Rike that fought for freedom. It was Rike fought for freedom for selfish interest. He did not really meant it. And that was why he was settled. And he collected his own share. And he forget everything. He abandoned everything. Dump us. Because I was a member of the Masop then. You understand? Movement of actualization of the... I was a member of Masop then. Under Wazirike. That was why when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came up, I didn't take him serious.
The anger.
Because of the way Wazirike treated us, I thought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is another Wazirike, likewise every other Nigeria. They felt that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is another Wazirike, which they were, bribe as usual, and he's still. And he's talking about negotiating or dumping that he will go and negotiate with government to free Mazen Nnamdi. Do you know how many times Buhari tried to negotiate with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before he died? Do you know how many times Bola Ahmed Tinubu have tried to negotiate with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Even if Kanu accepts the offer that Nigeria is already willing to offer him, he will become richer than Dangote. But he doesn't want it, he doesn't need it. So, in which sense? Is it in time of education that Gumi want to speak to Kanu? Is it in time of wiseness he want to speak in time of? Is it in time of socialization? Is it in the time of civilization? In what sense? Or in educational standard level? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu son now is #1 in the world in mathematics. Where is Gumi Pikin? Where is that one? It's nowhere to be found. You understand? So, and this is the man telling you want to. He doesn't have the quality to speak for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu class is not in the class of the Fulanis. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the class when you are mentioning men of caliber. You mention people like Putin. You mention people like Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu. That's the class of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Not even Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You understand? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is beyond all these Nigerian leaders. You understand? He's above all these Nigerian parading fashion leaders. You know, so it's not something that Gumi should, or maybe let Gumi just tell us, say, he want to use the opportunity, that they should give him an opportunity for him to see this man that hold a whole nation to ransom. Let them give him opportunity for him to tap grace, because he knows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu carry grace that no Fulani has ever controlled. He's just looking for a way to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because. Do you know what it means to snap with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu?
But do you not think Gumi is looking at it from the aspect of genuinely he loves Nigeria as one?
Excuse me. Gumi is not having anything positive for the country. Because if Gumi does, Gumi would have, in the very first place, not negotiated with bandits. Gumi wouldn't have ever tried with the late Muhammadu Buhari, El-Rufai and co. Brought into this country the terrorists that is terrorizing Nigeria today. Gumi wouldn't have ever with Bola Ahmed Tinubu negotiate and reach an agreement to bring all these people in order to make Jonathan government ungovernable. Gumi wouldn't have partnered with Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the very first place in 2015 to go and do their dancing or Chibok and whatsoever at Ojota with the so-called pastors in Nigeria, Tunde Bakari and the likeness of them. You understand? They wouldn't have done that if actually he have this country at heart. Now a pastor is telling you that he want to raise 1,000 people to stand as a prayer warrior for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But to Jonathan time is protesting. 1 million protests, 2 million protests is marching. But now he want to do prayer. He say, "May Nigeria pray." And how much was the price of goods and security and everything during Jonathan time, and to compare it now, that he cannot stand up now to speak. He cannot stand up now to march. He cannot stand up now to act. Well, during Jonathan time, Igbophobia. During Jonathan time, hatred that they have against it. And now, Gumi, I don't blame all of them. I don't blame it. It's none of their. It's not their fault. It's the fault of the country that the stupid British.
Okay, but the Tinubu government are saying that they will never forgive Peter Obi because Peter Obi recently said what Trump must come and fight these terrorists, and it's as if they are not happy with that statement. They said, why would Peter Obi, say such a thing that Donald Trump?
Because Peter Obi doesn't want to play in the gallery of the bunch of liars, including those like the one that call himself Coca Bishop, who is a Christian bishop, Coca Bishop, all Nabi and the Coca, all of them are the same thing. Who went and told lies.
He said he was.
Look at the young lady, a Christian, who said there was no genocide because of the change that they are collecting or they collected from the government. Glory be to God. You see the judgment that catch up with her. The same people you protected are the same people that came to the same church and kill you. You understand? They are the same people that visited that same church, the place that she was worshiping, and killed her there. In Kwara, the people that she was protecting. I wish the judgment of God should continue like that, including in the bishop and Pope, all these people, bunch of liars parading themselves. That is why they say they will not forgive Peter Obi, because he speaks the truth, Abi.
Do you not think that's why they will not allow any Igbo man to become the president?
Because they know that Igbos stand for truth.
He said Donald
Trump.
Trump.
Igbos are going to expose so many things. Take a look at Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know that we have seen that in Nigeria, the constitution of Nnamdi Kanu have messed Nigerian constitution up? Yes, it have exposed it to the world that in Nigeria we don't have law. In Nigeria, they have been saying that Nigeria is a lawless nation, and they are pretending, defending it. Look at your chief advisor of security whatsoever, Ribadu, and your foreign affairs minister, Bianco Ojukwu. All of them that carry themselves, ponder themselves to America to go and defend the evil that is going on in Nigeria. Under the same watch now as I speak to you, day before yesterday, in Imo State, church shut down, set ablaze. Under their watch, where they were defending the evil in Nigeria. And most of them are under the watch of most of them. In Kebbi, in Taraba, in Jarigo, in Kwara State, mention the state, the place now, this place that even I don't want to talk about Bonu or Plateau again or Benue. That place has become a completely no-go area. Who are the cause? The Fulanis are the cause. And funny enough, the most annoying thing is that these people are not contributing anything to the progress of this country. But they are the one that the Tinubu, the likeness of Tinubu and Co are singing praises to. Then somebody speak the truth. He say, that you will not forgive him. This one, you hate him because he speak the truth. How many of them, as they parade the full Lagos, how much are they contributing on daily basis? How many of them they pay house rent? How many of them they pay NEPA bill? How many of them they subscribe, they pay for sweeping? How many of them no mention their contribution for the development of the environment to where they are, or the water? How many of them are they paying? But because the Igbos speak the truth, and that's why we want to go. Yes, I support it to be. Donald Trump, you are even wasting time. By now, I'm supposed to be hearing boom, boom. Yes, boom, boom. Anybody dump and bomb and blast and bury them. Nonsense.
Because we've seen that, the kidnapping business, the banditry business is becoming a big, just like they said the federal government had to pay these bandits in Okwara that kidnapped, they paid some amount of money for them to be released. Do you not think that with what is being said, even we saw a video of a bandit threatening that Tinubu will be the next, some of the governors are now next in line.
And this bandit threatens Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And life, even on the on video of Twitter, send it, and everybody watch it. Everybody saw it, including Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What has Bola Ahmed Tinubu do? I think they have changed the chief of defense. They don't put Yoruba man. Oh yeah, Yoruba man, oh yeah. You don't reach. So, oh yeah, you don't reach. Time don't reach. Go to time. If Nama send Nnamdi Kanu, or more to show how far. Nde free fundara ndara. Oko bachako neba. Oh yeah, you don't set. I wish them go kidnap him. Make you feel, how can you kidnap children? You go and be paying ransom. See, do you know I've been saying in Nigeria no go better. People say, why am I saying like this? Nigeria no go better, not because. That's the truth. It no go better. Nigeria no go better, and not because it's a normal truth, except you don't want to hear it. And I've said it and I've said it. It no go better. Take a look. If you see the ones that are ready to do work for this country, mention Obi won election, they say Tinubu they go. Now Tinubu we want. Now Tinubu don't go. You don't see what thing they happen. But the same people are the one criticizing and condemning Jonathan. Is Jonathan left leg not better than 10 years of APC? Is it not better in terms of security, in terms of economy, in terms of everything? Baba, you just provoke my spirit now.
Ban unstructured amnesty negotiation and ransom payment by any government entity. Mandate criminal justice enforcement over expediency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, despite strong anti-kidnapping laws like life imprisonment, death penalty for kidnapping, the practice continues because it is alleged that government entities negotiate with bandits and pay ransom. That is one of the things that the House must investigate. Security analysts confirm that amnesty deals and peace negotiation, they legitimize violence. They embolden armed groups and undermine rule of law. Documented pattern across Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto shows stage ceremonies where captives are released and rusty weapons surrendered, followed by rapid restoration or resumption of violence. What then is the legislative solution on that? The legislative solution required there is to ban unstructured amnesty negotiation and ransom payment by any government entity. Mandate criminal justice enforcement over expediency. Number 2 on that list is police funding crisis. Mr. Speaker, the Nigerian police force suffers from the following. Number 1, low budgetary allocation with incomplete and late disbursement. Number 2 is unaccounted state government and private donation creating corruption channels. Number 3 is no transparent auditing mechanism. And this is not starting with this administration, it has been there before now. So what is the impact of this? The impact of this is that operational paralysis is observed, inability to plan effectively is observed, and perpetuation of inefficiency is also recorded. What then is the legislative solution? Because for every problem, there must be a solution. The legislative solution here is to mandate sustained, predictable funding, require rigorous record keeping, and audit all Nigerian police force fund, including donation. The number 3 is centralized policing model failure. Federal-only policing model cannot meet diverse localized security needs of 36 states and 774 local governments, Mr. Speaker. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Whether we call it state police, whether we call it community police, whether we call it local government police, the need to decentralize has become very necessary. Some argue for the amendment of Section 214 of the Constitution and the second schedule. Some say leave it as it is. Whatever it is important.
Just like our brother Nnamdi Kanu,